Hi again, it's me, Veronica. Now that we've discussed about the recruitment process and the type of ship we run here at Bytex, it's time to talk about the people. You're probably used to hearing this, especially from people working in the same department as me, am I right? But I do think we are not talking enough about how organizations wouldn't exist, progress wouldn't exist, without teams of individuals who've got just enough in common to accomplish greatness. And it's all this simple, really. So instead of going through a bunch of values listed on a website, we're going to discuss about the real things we actively do for the people in Bytex. But first, it's the why. Understanding how talent works is perhaps one of the most critical challenges as an HR professional or as a CEO or anyone in charge of the ship I mentioned earlier. It's not just that people are more productive when they are cared for, but also that teams are this fragile, dynamic ecosystem where every cog has to move just right for the entire thing to work. Which is why we're actively engaged in keeping our team happy through the following: creating teams that people want to be part of. Since we're all spending a large portion of our lives working, it's more than relevant to make it pleasant and as stress-free as possible. The first rule of this is bringing people together whose dynamics, communication styles, and priorities are aligned in order to create harmony, or at the very least consensus on the development direction of each team. Investing in the professional journeys of our every employee. A job is never just a job. It's never just the job description or the lines of code you're writing in a given period of time. It's about the bigger picture, what you want to accomplish, what makes you tick, what new passions you've got, and how can you transfer some of your outside of work skills in what you're doing. Things like internal mobility, open conversations about moving from one project to another, switching technologies are all a normal part of your career, and we're here to assist with everything in our power. Bringing people together with every single occasion. Of course, the results of the largest longitudinal study carried out on happiness were that the single most decisive factor is the quality of human interaction. There's no shock there. Ever so conveniently, this is our biggest point of pride, that our people, whoever they are and whichever team they're part of, are people of substance, outside of work as well. They're not just Eddie the developer, but Eddie the guy who in his free time is organizing a trip to help his colleagues learn more about astrophotography, because this is how natural human interaction comes here at Bytex. Every passion is more than encouraged, and every endeavor too, whether it's a professional or personal or both. This creates chemistry, a natural way of being around our colleagues. For my next point, you are surely familiar with the memes on how people have got two personalities, the work one and the real one. These differently curated versions of themselves that make them socially acceptable and void of any kind of personal trait. Well, you don't need that here. We're aware we're different. We're very happy we are. Otherwise, work would be a very boring place to go to or log into every morning. The bottom line is every organization needs a degree of organizing. And while we've successfully avoided anarchy so far, we're also the kind of place where you're going to be liked for who you are and what best defines you. So why not? Why not have a chat? Even if you're not currently looking for a massive change in life, it's always great to meet great people. So don't be a stranger, drop us a line.